the end, friends. Our troopers are already at their table, getting underway. Why don't you go join them? I'll bring you a drink.
Welcome to the Inn at the End, the internet's number one and favorite D&D Let's Play podcast. I'm your host and DM, Alex. With me today, going around in our virtual space here, with who?
Dash as Valen Blackwood.
Brett as Ebenezer Colthane.
Caleb as Simon Monroe.
Milo as Ace Whittington.
Let's get this started. Let the adventure begin. Oh, it got in my eye a little bit.
It went everywhere. My desk is covered in beer now.
That was bad. That was bad everywhere. I had the only actual clean pole, which is a bad omen.
So, yeah, on that bad omen, let's go ahead and get started and roll initiative, because we are in the layer of something, some demonic thing at the end of this old holy site to Melora. You guys have...
I did not grab dice.
We will be needing dice. This will be a dice-heavy experience.
I will be 1 second.
All right. But yeah, you guys recently have taken on a quest from your good friend Brooch, looking for a holy sacred item from this old temple. You found some odd things along the way, an insectoid creature that had some slugs, one of them in a jar, some slugs out in the water, some undead things here being animated by giant bloated flies, and you've stepped into this overgrown, swampy chamber that looks like it at some point was used for holy ceremonies of some sort. And yeah, at the end, asking why you've come into its lair is this multi-limbed giant maud demon.
Are you wanting our initiatives right now?
Let's get initiatives going around.
Okay, I got a 4.
4, and let's go here. Milo, Ace. 9. Simon.
15.
15. Ben.
12.
And let's roll for Brooch. Got a 13. I think he has a +2. And then I roll for that guy. And that one.
Is this somebody's dice?
Yep.
Not mine.
It's like a gray one.
Is it like a marbled gray?
Yeah, kind of.
That might be mine. But, oh well. Let's play the game.
Sorry. I just needed to know because I'll ship it to you. I'll FedEx overnight it.
Okay. Make sure you mark that I have to sign for it, too.
Yeah.
I don't want to miss that.
Show ID and sign.
Yeah.
That's Caleb's. I can't roll it. The curse would pass to me.
Yeah. You might actually help me out.
Okay. So you were all standing at the entrance to this thing. You've opened the big kind of double doors to this lair. You've stepped in a few feet, and this thing is across the room from you, probably, about 40, 50 feet. And the light coming in is just kind of filtered light from the overgrowth outside and part of the kind of crumbled walls of this temple. First up is Simon. What are you going to do?
I'm going to look to my left and right at the rest of my group, especially focusing on Brooch, because I want to see, is he going to respond to this creature? Did this creature actually ask us why we're here?
Yes, it was asking why you were here, why you desecrated this place, and then kind of turned into you will be removed from this place.
Right,
it is
Okay.
stomping
Hell
towards
no.
you in
We're
a
great big
forceful-
adventurers. We're coming for you, bitch. That's what I says.
Wow,
that's
that's a wildly different. I mean, you took a very urban approach to this character all of a sudden. Hell no, bitch.
Hell no, bitch.
I don't know how we feel about this.
He's like, you better hide your kids and hide your wife.
Throwing up gang signs.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Oh, boy.
I would like to take cover if I can. Find a spot where I can get at least partial cover
Yeah.
if
Yeah, you
there's
can.
some rubble around.
Yeah, there's definitely some rubble kind of off towards the side there, where some of that wall has broken off. You can go to the right there. You gain some half cover.
Cool.
But you'd have to move up just a little bit, about probably 10 feet closer to this thing.
Awesome. I will do that, and I'm going to mark it as my favored foe.
Okay.
And I took the sharpshooter feat, is what I landed on. So in this case, I'd like to fire off an arrow at it. Does it obstruct my distance or?
No, not where you are. You're kind of like,
Okay.
yeah, you're
being behind cover and stuff.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, this is where an archer wants to be, is to have
Good.
a little bit of cover and fire from that. So for
Good.
sure.
All right. So here I go. Non-natural 20.
Yeah, absolutely. That hits.
Okay. That's 5 piercing, and then just 1 for the favored foe.
All right. So yeah, you knock an arrow as it's kind of like stomping towards you guys and having all kinds of terrible noises come out of it. An arrow just kind of pierces through inside of its like mouth and comes out the other side, and just guts and stuff kind of come out. And you're hunkering down right there, I assume.
I'm gonna protect myself.
All right. Brooch is up next, and he sees you're grabbing cover there. He is going to try and kind of find some other cover up a little closer to the left-hand side, and just kind of wait there. He's got a weapon ready to try and make some sort of attack if anything happens. After that, it is this demon's turn. It sees the two of you taking cover. It is more disturbed by the
Yelling halfling.
The doors being open, the kind of breach to its den here, is going to charge at I assume a boasting ace.
What?
But doesn't it's charging towards you. You can see it kind of in the center of the room now. But it stays there. Looks like if you get close to this thing, it will try and bite you. But that is its turn. Ben, you're up next.
We didn't desecrate this place, but I'm going to desecrate you. And then I hit it.
That wasn't bad. That was pretty good.
We like that.
Yeah,
That
I
was
see
good.
you guys shaking your heads, but I'm like, that's perfect.
Yeah.
It's actually really good. Yeah, no, nice job. Nice job.
So yeah, it's gotten closer to you, so you could definitely you use your movement, go on up and take a swing at this thing. And as you approach it, you realize it's probably like 8 feet across, 8 feet tall, with those arms and limbs up above where its head is and below where the bottom of it is. It's basically
I'm
a large
imagining an
orb
Elden
of
Ring
flesh.
monster now. Like,
yeah, that makes sense. It's basically an orb of flesh with arms and then a mouth on the top of it, but down the middle.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet Mother Melora.
And
Sounds
it's
like my
just
ex.
glowing purple, and kind of like purple goo drips off of it.
Just kidding. Tina's great.
Okay, I hit it.
Hit it?
Do I get it? Am I flanking it?
You are not. There's no one else close to it.
Too big. Oh, this thing's about to mess me up. That's not great. Okay, not as bad as I thought. A 12 to hit.
12 to hit. That's going to just miss on that one. As you kind of come up to it. And what are you using?
A battle axe.
A battle
I've
axe.
got my shield in one hand and I'm grasping this battle axe in the other hand.
So yeah, as you come up to it and try and slam your battle axe in, it takes one of its upper arms and grabs your arm and just slams that into the ground, causing it to miss. And as it does that, it's going to try and take a bite from you as prepared to try and eat anything.
Not a big fan of this.
Does a 12 hit?
Miss.
Okay. So yeah, you block it with your shield, dodge out of the way. And that's the two of you there.
And that's my turn.
Ace, you are up next.
So, is this a large creature?
This is a large creature.
I'm going to use some of that halfling nimbleness, but first, I'm going to rage. And I'm going to go slide between its legs and get on the other side of it and flank it with my buddy Ben.
Absolutely. Yeah. Kind of as that scuffle's taking place, you kind of run through and slide underneath it. It's it's got its big limbs keeping its body up, and underneath it is just kind of mud and sewage that you slide through. It looks cool as hell, but smells nasty.
Yeah, I can imagine he's doing like a real baseball slide, and then he just kind of like pops up on the other side. We're going to use both hands, and we're just going to jam him.
All right, jam him.
I hope he likes jamming too.
17 versus AC.
17 will hit.
It's going to be a 6 piercing damage into its little gullet.
6 piercing damage. So yeah, as it's kind of grappling with Ben, you're on the back side of it, taking advantage of that, and yeah, just skewer into one of its like legs as it buckles underneath.
And that is all of my actions.
All right, Valen, you're up next.
Alrighty. Yeah, all I can do is just run up and attack it with my sword. So that's all I'm gonna do.
All right, yeah, you round up attack with Ace on the other side. You get advantage with that flanking.
Yes. All right. Here we go.
Nimbleness was actually useful. I haven't had to ever use it very much.
Yeah, that worked out really well.
Wow, even with advantage, it's pretty bad. 12.
12 just misses.
Damn it.
Shoot.
Yeah,
Okay.
in the scuffle, there's too much going on. Like a foot gets caught in the mud and muck underneath you, and it takes you too much time to pull it out to get a good strike.
Okay. Then Valen goes, "You're lucky. Melora just didn't curse you today." And then I just stand there.
All right.
Great turn by me.
Well, you've surrounded this thing very well with kind of two people on the side. Yeah, and with that, I'll say that Brooch, he completes his ready to action of attacking it when there's people surrounding it. So he's going to throw a dagger from kind of his cover that's no longer cover, and it misses and hits the other side of the wall with a roll of a 3. And he's just like, "Oh shit." He looks a little spooked, but he's trying to do. After that, I would say I'll roll for this. Valen, you feel your foot got stuck in that mud, and you feel that mud kind of grabbing onto you, and this odd little creature, probably like a 1.5 feet high, is just climbing up your leg and is going to try and just attack you with its claws.
Gross.
11 to hit though.
No.
Okay. It misses, but yeah, you've got this little mud thing, this little mud creature that's just trying to scrape against your legs there. And from there, Simon, you're up.
All right. Do I see Valen's little mud monster?
Yes, yeah, you're close enough. Kind of where this demon's coming to the center of the room, and so now you're probably only about 10 feet away from it. But you still have a bit of cover where you are. But yeah, you can see all this happening.
Okay. Well, I'm actually going to create a little bit of space. I'm going to leave the cover because he's pretty well surrounded. I'm not too concerned with him taking a lot of interest in me, but I am concerned about the mud stuff. And so I'm just going to create a little distance away from all of that.
You want to go closer to the door you came in, or deeper into this chamber? And now that the demon has kind of come away from that far wall, you do see there's this large statue that it was kind of it had itself on at the other end of the room.
That probably more towards the door.
Okay.
Or yeah, I think in this case it would probably be more towards the door.
So yeah, you get yourself over by the door.
Perfect. I'm gonna knock another arrow, use my sharpshooter and my fierce foe or whatever it is, favorite enemy, or
yeah.
And with sharpshooter, I have the option of taking a -5, much like raging, and I'm gonna do that. If I
Okay.
hit, I'm gonna add 10 to my damage.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's what I'm gonna do. And since they're flanked, don't I get advantage?
Not with the ranged attack. So you don't have flanking, but the melee attacks do have flanking.
Oh, well, that ruins my.
You're thinking like if you had like sneak attack or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would trigger sneak attack for sure.
Well, okay. I'm gonna not do the -5 then,
All right.
if that's okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay. That's a good thing. That would be a 9 to hit.
9 misses, flies and arrow flies and hits the back wall.
Well, shoot. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna start getting ready for my next turn.
All right. Brooch is up next, and he is going to charge this thing, getting next to you, Ace, and making an attack. Doing this with advantage because you've got this thing well flanked now. But he did roll a 3 and a 4. So that's going to miss. And Brooch is just there, just kind of getting stuck in the mud as well, just trying to find his footing. He is, I think, he bit off more than he can chew with this. So he's happy to have you guys along. The demon is up next. 15-foot cube. Okay.
Oh no.
So this will be won't get that way. I'll say Ace and Brooch is going to take the brunt of this. Here we are. So what it does, it sees that it's being flanked and just starts like convulsing a bit, and you see liquid and gunk and stuff come out of its gaping purpley maw, and it just explodes out towards Ace and Brooch. I need you guys to make a dexterity saving throw. I'll have him. Brooch succeeds with a 19.
So with my sentinel feat, if he attacks someone other than me, do I get a reaction?
Yeah, you should. I would say that this would count as an attack.
Okay. And I get advantage because he's being flanked.
But he's being flanked. I do. Ace, do you have Sentinel as well? Because I know they don't.
That's a no.
No. Okay, perfect. So yeah, then it does work out.
Cool. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
That'll hit. Let's throw some damage on this guy.
Nice. 8. It's not a lot. It's 5 damage.
5 damage, not bad. Hey, it's 5 damage. That's not on your turn, right?
Yeah. So I'll take it. At this point, I'll take anything.
And Ace, dexterity saving throw?
15.
15. You succeed. So you will take half damage of this acid, and so will Brooch. So you only take 5 acid damage.
Only.
Only.
Level 1, bro.
Was going to be 10. That is right. You are level 1.
We don't have a lot of health.
And with that, that's going to end its turn as it's recovering from this wretch that it's just done. Ben, you're up next.
All right, you stinky gas ball. It's time you feel the might of Melora. Melora's men. Attack!
Laura's men?
Yeah, that's us.
Oh, okay. All right. Sexy.
We're Melora's men.
15.
15 will hit.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
That's good.
2 slashing damage.
2 slashing damage. All right. Yeah, you slice into this thing, and that purple glowing goose kind of comes out of the wound. It's a real weird kind of festival atmosphere in here now.
Gross.
All right. Ace, you're up after that.
Yeah, that hurt. I didn't like that very much.
Yeah, you're just kind of dripping with bile and
it's
grossness.
The only way I could possibly see of getting out of this is by killing this thing, and I shall murder it by attacking it two-handed.
Get him, Melora's men.
That would be a 21.
21 will hit for sure.
And that'll be another 8 piercing. Nope, wait. 9, 10 piercing damage. I forgot to add my rage bonus last time.
Yeah, you stab into this thing. It is becoming a pinata of gross. But but still, you still see the kind of strength of its limbs. It is getting enraged. It is still thrashing about.
And for my bonus, I will. I'm gonna pull out my shield because I don't want to get much more hurt.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Spells. There's a thing
That'd
I
be
forgot
nice.
about.
I'd love to have some of those.
Valen, you're up next.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna attack this guy with my sword. And he's still flanked, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. Sweet. That's a non-natural 20.
That'll hit.
Sweet. And that is 7 damage. Slashing.
7 slashing damage. Yeah, you slash into this thing and you just sever the one of the leg limbs underneath it, and it just kind of like leans over on it. Using just the other one now to try and like gain its balance, and just lets out just a terrible sound as you do it. But it is still thrashing about. It's looking like it's on its last leg.
Maloa curses you. Tuh, tuh. I spit on it.
That little mud thing on your leg, though, is going to go ahead and make another attack, this time against you, Valen, and you, Ben, as it just calls forth mud from this thing. If I can have you make a dexterity saving throw against this.
Certainly not good.
Not good?
5.
Also not good. 4.
Nice.
Oh,
As it kind of
Let's get him, Valen.
the mud up from around it, this bile and sewage that's on the floor, it just kind of pulls it around you guys, and you are dripping and covered in it so much that you are now restrained.
Yeah.
You can take an action to
got him right where I want him,
but it'll remain there for a minute otherwise.
oh,
And it just laughs. It goes, Simon, you're up next.
yeah, same thing. Knock an arrow. Doing the foe, and here we go. I'm gonna keep my position. He didn't really gain any ground towards me.
hasn't moved at this
He's
point.
losing legs, so
Yeah.
there we go. 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Okay. Yes. Okay. 10 piercing and another 2 for the foe for a total of 12.
All right. Yeah, from the doorway there, after this thing has lost a limb, holes poked in it. How do you kill this thing?
Oh, I think I'm getting kind of good at the bow now. So I think as soon as I see Ben kind of go down into this mud, as soon as he clears a line for me to take, that's when I fire, and it goes straight in. And I want it to go into the armpit of the remaining leg and up into center mass, I guess.
Gotcha. Yeah, so yeah, you kind of aim while it's entangled with your foes or your friends there. You catch the right moment to just skewer this thing from its leg all the way up through one of its eyes on the other side, and kind of as like the arrow hits the wall, with the eye still attached at the end there. The whole
love
thing
it.
just kind of like with its one leg spins in a little half circle as it slumps to the floor and
Nice.
slowly begins just dissolving into this swampy mess underneath.
Does anything happen to Ben and Val?
The mud is still there, but the little creature, seeing this, scurries back into the mud itself.
Okay.
And once it leaps into there, you cannot tell where it is. It is essentially invisible and gone.
All right, then I would yell out to Ace. I'd say, check on Ben. I'll check on Val.
You got it.
And then I run and check on
All
Val.
right. So yeah, you guys have defeated this demon. Do we want to wait for Dash?
Probably.
No,
Yeah.
let's get the loot and leave him here.
Yeah, let's.
Quick, close
His
the door.
mommy
So
could
when he-
come
While he's
get
covered
him.
in mud, I'm searching his pockets.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, his
Dude.
mommy can get him.
Yeah.
Hey, we're back.
We got him. And you missed
Sorry
Simon,
about that.
No, you're
Simon meowed when he leapt into action. So
Oh. Yeah, sorry about that. My mom called me. It was like a whole ordeal.
we were
Okay.
just talking about your mom in game, but
Sorry about that. I apologize.
Okay. No.
I'm back.
But yeah, so Simon, yeah, with your arrow shot, you pierce the demon. It falls to the ground. And so what do you guys do in this room after this thing has begun dissolving into the swampy undergrowth?
I think
I would like
body.
to investigate the body to see if I can learn something for the sake of Melora,
well,
and the research of a demon.
Yeah,
given your
yeah.
upbringing in the temple, I do think that you could learn something by examining the body.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Wait, just repeat what I said. Repeat it back to me, you fucking asshole. I was like, yeah, I know.
Ace needs to get his rage out, and he is still feeling it. He's going to stab the body a little bit more, and then turn around, and he's going to look at that statue, and he's going to make a beeline for the statue.
All right. Yeah, you stab into the body, and it just feels like mush as it's as it's dying. It is just falling apart. And you stab into it, and then head up to the statue.
Yeah, if Ben and Val are safe and good, then I'm gonna follow Ace up to the statue as well.
All right.
Start sniffing around the base.
Doesn't smell good. Yeah.
I stab at center mass.
The statue.
Yeah.
Give me an attack.
Not Melora.
Oh, yeah, what is this a statue?
14.
of?
No, 15.
15. Yeah, that hits the statue, and it chips off a bit of the stone.
And I start to calm down.
All right.
And I pick
Just
up
needed to
the
get that out, guys. That's so funny.
Had to rage one last time.
Yeah.
But I do pick
yeah,
up that piece of stone.
Yeah, as you look at it, it does look like it is a statue that's supposed to represent Melora. It's a tall female humanoid figure with a long hood that kind of drapes forward, covering a face.
What are in the hands now that beast came out?
The hands are like clasped but open, as if like
like an
like
offering.
like an offering, something you could set there. And just kind of in a moment of prayer is what it looks like.
I fall to my knees in reverence of the statue. Like, oh
Yeah.
yes, this is fantastic. It's a perfect symbol to a wondrous god.
Good thing it's not alive, because I would have just annihilated this thing.
It kind of just looks like a statue, though. I don't think this is the relic we're looking for, is it? This is going to be kind of, although it'd be really cool on the bow of a ship, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
No,
Yeah, you see Brooch is looking at it, and you say that to him. He's like, yeah, yeah, this is what I'm looking for.
Uh-oh. How big is this thing?
Probably about 8 feet tall.
Okay.
Not too big. Humanoid.
the statue is your relic, your treasure.
I think so.
But this belongs with the church.
We need to look around a little
look
bit.
around.
Okay,
It's all swampy.
Let's just take a look around. Let's look at the statue a little better. Maybe there's like something hidden inside of the statue. That looks really heavy, and I don't think oh god, what's the donkey's name?
Don Quixote.
Don Quixote.
Don Quixote.
Could really carry that very well.
I mean, yeah, no, that sounds right.
So I start looking
we
around
should look
for
around.
something that can open or pull out or manipulate.
Yeah, go ahead
in
and give
some
me
way.
a investigation or perception check.
I'm gonna do a great job of that.
And yeah, while you're doing this, Brooch is just kind of just staring at the statue.
Does Simon goes up and he knocks on the statue. I want to find out if this thing is hollow, like maybe there's a relic inside. Because oftentimes, like in cathedrals and stuff, there are relics within statues of saints and stuff. So Seems
Yeah. Give me a investigation check. For investigating the statue itself.
16 perception.
60 perception. Ace, as you're kind of moving about the room, it's only the center that's kind of this, gross swampy material. Looks like it's kind of buckled in. The edges of it, though, are still the stonework, and you see kind of shoved up against the walls, there's some stone and wood furniture used like it was used for praying and meditation in this chamber. Some broken bits and pieces, but nothing beyond that. Seems like it's anything that was useful was either destroyed by this thing or taken already.
I'm not seeing anything, guys.
I got an 11 on my investigation. Yeah.
Taking a look at the statue, you kind of knock at it. You've got some metal at your disposal. You don't hear anything strange. Doesn't seem like there's anything inside of it. You do, I would say, find a bit of writing at the base of it that just describes it as a shrine to Melora and to the spreading mist.
Okay, I would point that out.
Yeah,
probably to Val, most likely.
And I wouldn't be familiar with the spreading mist, right?
Or any of us?
But there was a book in the last session that you guys took a look at, and it references the spreading mist as being a spirit that was part of the forest that used to cause fog in the forest and make it almost impassable.
Right.
Was it like a benevolent thing? It was just frustrating, or like it's got some sort of sentience to it, right?
What exactly? The spirit?
The fog. Yeah.
The fog. The fog was,
spirit or the mist.
The spirit itself had some sort of sentience. Yeah. And that's kind of what in the book, it detailed that this temple was devoted to relationship between that spirit and Melora.
Oh, good. Okay. So it's not like a conflict kind of a.
And you said there was something that the guards would carry with them to help like push the mist away.
Yeah,
right?
in the book it described that there was emblems to Melora.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we see any of those on the wall or on the statue?
Not on the walls of the statues. I would say that you probably do recall there was some bits of metal jewelry that some of the clothes and the bodies in the previous room held. Okay. And most likely that would be what that would be referring to, those emblems. Okay. Just small metal tokens that can be made into jewelry that are like that have the symbol of a wave seal on them.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Can I make an investigation check in this room?
Yeah, absolutely. What are you looking for in particular?
I'm looking for things specifically designed for Melora. Like something maybe someone carved, or
like a parishioner donated,
like a holy relic. Yeah, okay. Something someone made in reverence of Melora.
Yeah,
something I kind of want to. Something I kind of want to bring back to Alistair to like a little bit prove myself. So would it be investigation check?
Yeah, an investigation check.
Okay.
And I would say too, you would know that the books that you have would be very interested. Alistair would be very interested in those. He keeps the library at the temple. Forgotten knowledge of Melora is always something he is seeking.
I got a 7, unfortunately.
A 7. Taking a look at this in the room here, most anything of value has been probably eaten by this demon. The rest is the large bits of furniture that it couldn't quite eat. But yeah, knowing that those books you have, that would be a valuable prize.
You guys, maybe we should make an offering to this Melora statue. I just got my allowance. I got a couple silver on me. You want to try that?
Oh, but what if we gave her one of those pendants? I'll go get one of the pendants and maybe giving her that. She might.
Let's do that.
What if he gave her the things that we found on the beach?
I'm not getting rid of my dead crab friend.
Keeping that.
I mean, you can.
Yeah, sure. I'll try it.
There has to be something here from Melora or in reference to Melora that I can use to really prove myself. Gosh,
I give Val. Oh, here's a piece of the statue, and it's like the little broken piece that I broke off. Is this what you're looking for?
Well, a piece of the statue isn't really a lot. It's just.
So you're with Brooch, and you want to take the whole thing.
No, I don't want to remove it from here, but again, I also want to prove myself. It's so hard. It's
Well, how
my
about
convictions and also how desperate I am for a father figure.
how about this, Val? What if we take this statue, okay, and then once we get it back home, if anybody has a problem with it, we could say, oh, we were just bringing it back to restore it because look at this chip that came out. And then we could put it back if, we have to.
True, we could, well, perhaps we could go back and tell everyone of the statue we found, and then they could send a team out, prepared with like a cart, and then they could haul the statue back, and we could put her up in the sanctuary.
You're not supposed to be here, so
yeah. And I don't have. I mean, I have 2 silver, but I don't have enough to pay a team to.
We're here in the name of Melora. It's fine, and then once we tell them what we found, they'll be okay with it. It's okay.
All right.
It's all for Melora. And
I'm gonna try this brooch thing, and I go get the brooch.
If you're doing it for Melora, you can do anything.
Anything?
Yes, if it's in the name of our glorious God, then
Duly noted. Ben, what do you make of all this?
I don't know. I really don't. I like the idea of an offering, and I would like to pull out the bone that I had sort of picked up on the beach that day, 6 years ago or whatever it was, and I'd like to pull it out because I definitely was carrying it with me, and I'd like to offer to Melora, with her hands out, like kind of like you said, and just say like, Melora, this is from a time, probably the last time that I ever felt truly safe. And I place it in her hands and offer a little curt bow.
All right. And as you're doing that, you see Brooch is something similar. He sees you're going up, providing an offering, and he does the same. He kind of pulls out from underneath his shirt, piece of jewelry he has, something you've known for him to always have, just a piece of jewelry, a small necklace, and he places it on there too. And he says, yeah, we came here hoping for something, but we offer what we can, Melora. You guys see you're kind of on the statue's hands there, the offerings. And then you see a little mud creature scurry up, grab them, and then retreat back into them, like behind the statue. And you just hear a ooh.
Melora has accepted our
we're not
offerings.
alone. That thing is that Melora? Is that
someone
really?
has stolen these offerings? We should kill them immediately.
Hey guys, I got the brooch.
They're for me.
They're for who?
They're for me.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Show yourself now, blasphemer.
And you see holding the two items, that little mud creature just kind of peeks from behind the statue.
Hello, little mud creature.
Hello, big human peoples.
I throw my net at it.
Hey, there's a net on it now. What's this? Another offering?
Yeah, we capture the mud creature.
We take them back. We charge 1 copper penny per child to see it in a circus.
As you try and capture the mud creature, it kind of just dissolves into mud, and you see it appear about 10 feet away in the same mud. It's like, hey,
you need not be afraid, little mud person.
Good.
We're only here.
You need not be afraid in my home. Thanks for getting rid of that thing, though. By the way, that thing sucked.
Oh yes, it was quite a foul beast.
Are you a fan of Melora?
No, but she's a big fan of me.
Ooh.
Oh,
What
Why
got
is
you
that?
in such favor?
Well, she came, well, not
What?
she, I guess.
nice.
Her people came years ago, seasons ago. Um, they didn't like the fog, right?
Right?
Probably you don't like fog. I love it.
It's okay.
It's a take it or leave it.
It's well, I mean, it's like you don't know what's beyond it. It's so mystery.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. Exploring.
Well, some of her people came by and they said, "Hey, knock it off with the fog." And I was like, "Well, pay me then." And
You're
so
the mist?
Oh, you've heard of me?
Oh,
fantastic! Yes.
And immediately Simon drops to all fours and then drops his chest to kind of do a cat bow, like a stretch, but he's intending to bow.
Gotcha.
Cute.
The whole thing just kind of like, pats your head a little bit, getting some mud on there.
There's a purr, but I immediately pull away and start licking on your head, myself clean. I know.
I heard that. I heard
like
the purring.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Fog Spirit,
Spreading mist,
Mr. Oh,
not Mister. That's something you all deal with.
Spreading mist. So you know this place. We're here, and perhaps our offerings to you, made in good faith. Perhaps you can help us find a relic of Melora that we could use to travel through dangerous waters, dangerous places.
Oh, I don't care much for traveling the waters. I like this forest. I've been here a long time. But yeah, I know Melora. She's pretty much in charge of those oceans. If you want the statue, there's no one that's been praying here for a long time. If you'd like, you can take it. I don't need it anymore if no one's going to be bringing offerings.
Simon looks at Val.
The most holy thing here because it was devoted to me and Melora.
Devoted to you and Melora?
Yes.
Are you saying you're on par with Melora?
On par? I mean, she controls oceans, so I'm not on par with her there. But she doesn't control the mists in the forests, and I do.
Yes,
so.
Right. Well, whatever you convince yourself to believe. All right.
If we took the statue, like you suggest, and it honors both you and Melora, is there some sort of way that you could help us in our travels as well? Not just Melora? Like if we needed a fog or a mist, perhaps?
Ooh, you're speaking my language, yeah. If you're ever in this forest of mine, and you need a fog, I can give you that blessing, that boon, absolutely. I've got some things to deal with now that this wretched thing is out of my temple. So I'll be around. I'll be around this forest if you're here.
Okay.
Anything we can for the spreading mist, and I'll try and show up.
Okay.
Anything we can help with spreading mists?
Not in the most immediate ways. I have been trapped here for many years. Usually I wander the forest seeing what's going on, and I have been neglecting that. So I'm going to have to do a walk around, see what's going on, see what's been happening. Once I've done that, then I'll know more about what I want to do. Then maybe. But now, not so much. Right now, I need to get rid of this mud and gunk and this forest here. It's a mess. It's a mess.
Now look, don't take this personally. Any chance I could get that bone back before we go?
You gave me this bone.
What if I make a trade? I'll owe you a favor instead.
A favor? No, I deal not in favors.
All right. Fine, keep it. It's my gift.
You gave up really quickly.
Thank you. I knew it was special.
It is.
So, you all destroyed this thing. Thank you so much.
Spreading mist.
Oh, yes.
Simon around and seems very unsure of what he's about to say. and he says, Spreading Mist, would you consider giving him back your bone for this? And he pulls out his crab shell.
Keep your crab shell, Simon.
You sure? You seem pretty attached to that bone.
I'm sure. I think a crab used to live in there.
It's a cool
nice
bone
one too.
It's a cool bone, Simon, but I gave it as an offering to the Spreading Mists, and I'm okay if he wants to accept it. It just seemed like he wasn't all that interested in it, so I figured I'd offer something far more valuable, my personal favor, but he can have the bone in good faith, because I want the Spreading Mists back in our woods.
Yes, that's right. I shall return into the woods. But yes, if you...
Do you need our help getting out?
Oh, no, that thing was...
That was it.
Keeping me here. It was... Okay. I was in some way bound to that statue for a time, and the demon was taking energy from it, and in that, it was taking energy from me. I couldn't leave.
I see. Well, is there a way that you could use your great power to help us get this statue out of here?
Yeah, like your mud magic or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes, because we really don't want to have to carry the statue. If we could get, maybe you could float it with mist. Or something.
Yes. Here.
Or like mud
rubs his little hands, smashes them into the mud. And you see just little kind of ferrofluid mud move over to the statue, and it takes a second as it kind of just moves part of it up and another part up out, and kind of grabs it in this earthen grasp, and we'll take it out of the temple.
Yay.
And actually we'll place it into the cart there, and it'll be a slower journey, but the donkey will be able to travel in the forest.
Don Quixote.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Yeah. Valen's feeling pretty good. Got a statue of Melora. Bring back to Alistair.
Got a crazy mist-spreading creature.
This is pretty cool. On the ride back, I'm going to be bathing myself and resting, because I don't know if anybody remembers, but I'm pretty much at half health. So, so that's what I'm doing.
All right.
I would like to note that we all show visual disgust at him bathing himself. We all find it really gross.
Especially when he starts going like between the legs and stuff.
Yeah, like he spends way too much time down there.
My one leg goes up real high.
You guys load up. You have this statue. You collected some other things from inside of there.
I did get one of the silver pendant things with the wave patterns.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say that you taking a look through there, you're able to find probably 6 or 7 of them that were here before.
Sure.
Thanks for dropping by, friend. In the meantime, why don't you visit bit.ly/humbleinn and buy yourself something fancy on Humble Bundle. Help us keep the ale flowing around here. You can also leave our bartenders and troopers a tip over at patreon.com/in at the end. We hope to see you here next week. Until then, grab your sword and keep on adventuring.